Hey guys, how are you all? My name is Harshit Devedi friends and I welcome you back to my video. So in this video friends, I will be starting the environment and ecology series with you. So this environment and ecology series, see friends, I am not making this series from the perspective of any competitive exam, but I can promise you this, that this thing will be helpful for you for every competitive exam. It will cover the course of every competitive exam and it will also broaden your intellectual horizons. This is basically information. You should study anything from the perspective of enhancing your knowledge. You should understand it, and the moment you start understanding it, everything becomes crystal clear to you. So in this video friends, I'm starting with this environment and ecology topic, and the very first thing that I'm going to talk to you is environment versus habitat. What's the difference between environment and habitat? I will be discussing with you friends. Also, one more information, this video is in English friends. If you want to watch the Hindi version of the video, the link is given in the description box below. Also, the link of my Insta profile is given in the description box below friends. If you want to follow me, you can follow me there. So, what is environment? So, environment is basically a natural component in which living organisms, yeah, living entities, which are known as biotic, or non-living factors, which are known as abiotic, they interact with each other, and this interaction is in such a manner that there are many sub-habitats and sub-ecosystems found. So when we talk about habitat and when we talk about ecosystem, both of these are much smaller than environment. So environment is a pretty much larger entity, and in an environment there are millions of small habitats and millions of small ecosystems. So this you need to understand friends, okay? So environment is a very big entity, and in the biological sense, you can see that environment will constitute the physical factors, which will constitute nutrients, water, air, light, humidity. Then it also has biological factors, which will consist of biomolecules, organisms like animals, insects, even humans, and everything moving like this. Then it will come the chemical interactions. Now chemical interactions will have carbon cycle, it has nitrogen cycle, it has phosphorus cycle, it has oxygen cycle. A lot of cycles are there. So this is basically the chemical interaction which comes forward when these physical and biological factors interact with each other. So when all of these cycles and all of these factors come together, and when they affect the life of a particular organism or the life of all organisms, then that becomes the environment. So this is basically the definition of environment is basically a very broad definition, and many factors of the definition of environment you are going to find that they are overlapping with that of habitats and that of ecosystems, because habitats and ecosystems are a much smaller entity than the environment. If environment, then this will be habitat and this will be ecosystem, because habitats and ecosystems are small. Or you can even say that if this is environment, then this is habitat and this is ecosystem. Even the habitats and ecosystems are overlapping with each other, okay? Then all organisms which are dependent on the environment to carry on their normal processes, for example, from their birth to death, they survive in environment, and through environment they satisfy all of their requirements like food, energy, water, oxygen, shelter. And also environment is not a static entity. A lot of processes are continuously going on within the environment. Many biotic and abiotic factors are in a state of constant change. There is in a state of constant flux. They are changing continuously. So environment is not static. Here are some of those factors, friends. You can see in biotic factors you can find fungi, bacteria, plants. Then biotic factors you can find archaea, protist animal. This is just some examples. Then when we come to abiotic factors, in abiotic factors you are going to find, friends, air, soil, salinity, temperature, light, water. In addition to that, you are going to find minerals, humidity, acidic level of a solution. So all of these things are there in abiotic factors. Now when we have talked about environment, let us shorten down to habitat. Now what basically is in habitat? Habitat is basically that physical environment, friends, in which an organism lives. And in other words, you can say that habitat refers to the address of an organism inside an environment. That means environment as a complete entity is having millions of habitats in it. And one special habitat is basically the address of a special type of organisms or group of organisms. So this is basically habitat. So this is an ecological or environmental area which is inhabited by particular species of plants, animals, fungi, and as I have said you, when many habitats will combine, one environment will form. Okay, and it is not like that in one habitat only one single environment will be there. One single habitat can be useful for many different species of similar requirement. For example, an aquatic ecosystem will support a fish also, it will also support a frog, it will also support crab, it will also support phytoplankton, it will support any other kind of organism. So this is habitat, friends. Now here is those habitats shown here. This is the desert habitat, this is the domestic habitat, this is farm habitat, this is forest habitat, even a poultry farm in which a lot of chickens are being reared for chicken lovers, so that is also sort of habitat for chickens. Then here you can say this is a polar habitat, wild habitat, wetland habitat, then similarly tropical rainforest habitat, savanna habitat. So these are also sort of habitats, friends. Okay, local conditions which are useful for some particular type of species. So if you are going to talk about the different, friends, so you can say that, see simply here, if this is environment, then this is habitat. So if this is habitat, this complete habitat is coming inside the environment, but there is some portion of environment which is not coming in habitat. That portion is this one. Okay, friends. So that is why we say that all habitats are environments, but all environments are not habitat, because environment is a much bigger entity and all the habitats are coming under environment, but all the environment is not coming under one single habitat. Okay. So this habitat is defined as a place or area of environment according to requirements of a particular life form, that this habitat suits the requirement and necessities of a particular and specific life form. Also, there is one more condition associated with it, that habitat always have a life inside it. It is not necessary that environment will have always a life inside it. Also, habitat is always the preference of one species. Okay, in many cases habitat can be preferences of many species, but environment can be a preference of many species, friends. Okay, and obviously when all of these habitats will include, one environment will form, and there will be lakhs and millions of species within different habitats. So those all will come inside the environment, and obviously this environment will govern the properties of the habitat, but a single habitat cannot govern the property of a complete environment. So I hope this video was clear to you, friends. It was helpful to you. If it was helpful, kindly like this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends, and through your comment section, please tell me if it was helpful for you or not. Goodbye.